Obviously, we want to start first and foremost by thanking our students. It's now been 3 weeks in a row. We've had incredible support from our students, and especially the freshman class. I hope they enjoyed their first experience for a lot of those young folks playing, being a part of a Big Ten football game. And we play for our student body, and hopefully they enjoyed that first test. But they got some classes coming up at the end of next week, so the next test comes next Saturday. So they passed with flying colors this week. The next one is next Saturday, so we'll see you guys bright and early when we get here to take on the Hoosiers. But to look at the game, obviously we thought we needed to be able to control the line of scrimmage, run the ball effectively and stop the run, to be able to really control the game and get a lot of guys involved, and we were able to accomplish that today. Again, to have a young man go over 100 yards rushing, to be able to control the line of scrimmage like we did on both sides, something that's very positive. Great job in the kicking game. I thought, especially with the wind, there had a chance to be a little bit of a nightmare on Elm Street out there with the kicking game, but I thought everything was executed well and pretty clean for the most part. Happy for a lot of our young men that got the opportunity to go and play today. They sacrificed greatly, either on our scout teams or maybe pushed down a little bit in depth just for this reason or that reason. And to have them get an opportunity to get out there and play in front of their family and friends was great. But as we move forward now, this is why everyone's a part of our program. At some point in all of our young men's lives, they dreamed of playing Big Ten football. And at some point, they realized that they were good enough to have that opportunity. And this is kind of the reason why we're all here. And everybody goes back to 0-0 once you start conference play. And we're excited to have it be a home opener this year. And obviously, we're very thankful to have the kind of schedule that we've had where we've been able to get kind of a lot of momentum going with home football games. Very different than a year ago where we felt like we were on the road forever. So I thought a very professional-like approach and performance today. And now it's time to get back going here next week and get ready for a team that's had a week off to prepare for us. So with that, how about some questions?
Can you obviously a lot more success in the red zone? Can you just talk about how efficiently I think you had 4 scores in 30-some plays?
Yeah. I thought, number one, we ran the ball more efficiently, and we were able to control the line of scrimmage, which obviously if you can run the ball down there, it makes things a lot easier. So that would be number one. And number two, I think we just executed. A week ago, it wasn't anything magical. We just weren't executing in the moment.
On the depth chart you guys had, Dugar and Porcelli's the starters. Why were Deiters and Evans in there? I mean, was that your decision to practice that you saw? Or?
Yeah, I think I gave you guys a depth chart on Monday. Yeah, like I said in the press conference, obviously competition based on the way the weeks are going to go, or where the week goes, will determine who's going to play. So that would be why. Both Doogie and Chuck are doing great, but they're in a competitive situation right now. And, every rep counts. Every rep counts.
Fitz, on your quarterbacks, Kane took a big shot, and I guess there was some concern when he came back. You talk about that, and also Trevor couldn't see some pressure. He took a big hit too. Talk about that.
Still haven't learned Teddy since Syracuse, so maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe we've been telling them the stove is caliente. Maybe we should tell them it's hot. Okay, they bring the free safety. It's on the quarterback. Get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball. So, got a lot of work to do there.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Ventric Mark's performance today?
Ventric's playing at a very high level right now. I thought that, the way that he's been able to run the ball between the tackles, that's been a question from some of the experts out there if he'd be willing or able to do that. And I think he's proven that now through 4 weeks that he can. He's got great speed, great vision, and the way that I think he's gone about his business here in the first 4 weeks has been outstanding now. The heavy lifting starts in Big Ten play.
Coach, on Monday you talked about the linebacking core and you said that they really need to get some work done. Heading into Big Ten play, do you see improvement today? Do you feel like they're ready now for Big Ten?
Yeah, I do. A little bit of a different passing attack that we saw today. A slide screen. I think they probably got 50 to 70 yards on that slide screen play that we've got to execute better and tackle better. They ran a curl wheel route off the dash pass that they ran earlier that we fully expected them to come back, and we lost our focus to go with the explosion pass play. So, yeah, I'm not as critical as much on the linebackers this week as maybe I'm totally in our back sevens on a couple of the routes, their focus, and then our defensive ends playing that slide screen properly. We didn't execute it very well, and they did. It's critical to South Dakota.
I think
Coach, during this, these first 4 games, have you had a chance to assess the rest of the Big Ten and how you fit in the conference? Today was another day when looking at the games around the Midwest, it didn't look wasn't looking real good for the Big Ten team.
Yeah, you've seen a lot more than I've seen. I've kind of been focused in the moment, focused on who we're playing. I could probably tell you more about who played on Friday night when I was sitting at the hotel than I can. You know, how everybody's doing in Big Ten play, but you know, our focus, like I said, start the week, and then I think you guys asked me on Wednesday, is on us. I mean, we've got to get better and just keep embracing that through this journey. And I thought we got better this week, and again, now the challenge gets a lot harder as we move forward.
Flaherty got that kick, is that because that was a long one, or you just wanted to give him a shot?
No, I just want to give him an opportunity. I think we got Artie out there to kick off, and I'm happy that Chris Cardone didn't get a chance to punt, but I was hoping that we could get Chris out there to punt the ball. But great job by Brandon today. Obviously, he had a big day. You know, 3 punts for 170 yards, 56-yard average. I mean, that was almost 58-yard average. It's outstanding.
Yeah, when you said it's a very professional approach that you took, is that a sign of a team's maturity?
Yeah, you know, Skip, I think we're getting there. I really do. I thought it started with the way we approached on Monday. The guys had a great look in their eye, and I thought we practiced really well this week. And now the challenge obviously changes a little bit from a standpoint of, you know, the competition obviously speaks for itself, playing Big Ten football. But then on top of it, kind of the week-to-week grind and challenge as we move forward here then I'll be able to evaluate our maturity. You know, you've got to be able to put a game to bed, move on, and then get ready for the next opponent. So, you know, what I use doing is completely different from what we saw from South Dakota today on both sides of the ball. So, are we going to really get after it and really prepare the way that championship teams do and the way mature teams do, or you know, are we just going to be, I guess, fat and sassy that we won a couple of games here in the non-conference? So far so good with the leadership. I hope that just continues, and that's controllable inside the locker room.
And on a lighter note, did Jerry get a chance to eat a hot dog today?
I didn't ask him. I didn't see him, but I hope so. He had one on Tuesday, I think, when we had dinner. So we'll see. I'll ask him.
Vince, you've been stressing competition. You've been pointing to some of the younger guys. What does it do to get some of these guys out there for the first experience of college football? And I mean, you hope that kind of takes off for the competition?
Yeah, not only that, I hope it takes off for the competition, Chris, but I also hope that as we move forward in practice, some of these guys might not get as many reps as they'd like, got that sweet taste of being in a game, and it's an incredible motivator for them just to keep getting better. You know, I was young in my career, and I wasn't pleased or happy with my role, and I was a special teams player, and that was all my doing. It had nothing to do with the coaches, but there's kind of that mousetrap that you fall into when you're not pleased with your role, and I think when you get that sweet taste of being in the field, it can be an incredible motivator for you.
Coach, I don't know if you're gonna want to answer this or not, but we got an email. We talked a lot about Trumpy last week and the big performance. We didn't see him today for the fourth quarter. Was that coach's decision? He got a little banged up? Or?
Yeah, he got a little banged up in the game last week, and we were going to rest him, and then we just wanted to get him a couple of reps today just to kind of keep some things going. So he was cleared. We'll go for the game, but our goal was to kind of get. I think V touched the ball like 16 times. We kind of wanted to keep their touches under 25. Last week, both those guys touched the ball close to 50, 55 times. You know, and we expect that to kind of play out similarly as we move forward. So to be able to get both those guys quite a bit of rest was kind of a plan and I guess mission accomplished.
Trayvon Green hitting that big touchdown run, do you think that was a confidence booster for him? Has it been sort of tough for him trying to come back from injury?
Yeah, I don't know if it was necessarily. I'm not going to say it was tough for him because I don't want to put words into his mouth. Obviously, you know, coming off an injury that he had, you know, mentally that's a definite challenge. I don't want to again put words in Trey's mouth, but that's something I said to him when I grabbed him when he was coming off the boundary. Just how proud of him I was that. As hard as it was to start to the season, to be able to get out there and start to have some success and get some things back going, I think talks about his toughness and his perseverance and his ability to, you know, fight through what he went through.
Hey, Fitz, Kane took quite a shot when he was scrambling. I mean, is that one where he didn't really have an opportunity to dive? And were you concerned at all that he was not going to be able to come back in the game?
I was not concerned that he wasn't going to be able to come back in the game from what the athletic training staff told me. I could not see the play. I was blocked. So I can't answer that right now, Teddy. I'm sorry.
Any more questions for Coach? Okay, thanks.
Great. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Okay.